of course, we're seeing this rise of the use of AI for coding throughout the industry. And a lot of people, I think, are quite put off by that, and they see that as a real negative and are just sort of blanket rejecting any sort of AI input into coding. And I do totally get that. I'm absolutely behind it now. I love vibe coding. I think it's incredible to see the sort of amplification of my skill set in terms of how fast I can actually get stuff done now with AI. I see this as a huge positive, but I do absolutely understand the resistance to it. In fact, I remember the first time when ChatGPT was first released, and my reaction, I felt that reaction. I remember feeling that same thing, that kind of, I don't want to know about this. I remember that feeling distinctly, that I'm gonna shut my eyes to this. I didn't want to embrace this. I didn't want this to be any part of my life. I couldn't visualize a future with it. Which I think is a perfectly understandable reaction when you see something that has the potential to replace you. And that's this first kind of response to something that powerful. But we've been here before in human history. We've had several technological sort of injections that have displaced jobs and replaced people to all intents and purposes. We've seen it in agriculture. There was a point in human history when most people would work the land to make the food, and then those jobs were replaced by machinery. So we moved into cities and started doing other things. But of course, the reality is that those other things increased our total productivity. So every time this has happened in human history, it has been a benefit